Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Kanal, Black Man Travels. Happy Friday. I know it's a little late in the day. If you're in the East Coast, it's 10:13. To my West Coast, it's only 7:13. But hey, I'm glad you guys take the time to meet with me today and really have some great, interesting conversation around tech gear. So I decided to put together and do a show and tell today, where I'm going to share all the equipment that I use to create my content and text stuff that I take with me while I'm traveling. So I hope, you guys find this stuff useful. I just recently published a new blog highlighting my my tech gear. So if you definitely get the chance, go onto my website, blackmantravels.com, where you could actually read the blog, and it has hyperlinks where you could actually get the same tech gear that I have. And again, if I'm using it, I'm going to recommend it. So, and it's a great way for you to capture great content. You don't have to solely rely on your phone. If you're interested in becoming a content creator, hey, there's interesting tech that you could actually buy to help you become a better content creator. But for now, I'm going to share with you things that I use on a consistent basis when I'm traveling. And again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them on the line. But today is just basically a show and tell. I'm going to share a lot of my equipment that I use when I'm traveling, when I create content, when I take pictures, videos, what I use on a daily basis. So again, today is going to be a show and tell, and I'm going to show you guys all the stuff that I use. Starting first, one of the things that I use first, and I always recommend guys to get, is this Amazon Fit watch. Yes, this is a cheaper version of the of the Apple Watch smartwatch. I use this Fit watch to basically keep me abreast as far as what's going on. And one of the coolest thing about this watch here is that it's very incognito. So no one doesn't know what it is. They think it's a bracelet, but it's actually a watch. And this watch, you could actually monitor your heart rate. You could monitor the number of steps you take per day. So right now there's an app called Zepp. I don't know if you can see it too clear. There you go. This actually monitor your everyday activities. So it tells you how many steps you've taken today, how well you're sleeping. So today I've taken over 16,000 steps, which is the equivalent of 8.19 miles. And I've burned over 1,192 calories. Guys, if you're traveling, you don't want to spend a lot of money or carry a lot of jewelry with you that's expensive, I always recommend to get this Amazon Fit. This only costs $39 on Amazon. If you buy it, you could actually download the app to your phone, and it monitors your heart rate, the number of steps you're taking, number of calories being burned, and it just also it will notify you when you get a text. The watch will notify you when you get a text if someone's calling you, because it start vibrating. So let's say you have your phone somewhere in the corner, and someone's trying to call you. The watch would actually start vibrating, and it'll start popping colors. So again, this is a very incognito watch that I like to buy. If I lose it, it only costs $39. So I could just go back to Amazon.com and purchase another one. Again, this is one of the few tech techs that I actually purchased for cheap. It's a great way just to monitor your health, but also keep you up to date as far as what's going on. And you could actually receive calls as well as take pictures. It's a lot of stuff you could do with this. But again, this is a cheap watch you can use while you're traveling. You don't have to go ahead and purchase a Apple smartwatch or something that's expensive while you're traveling. You could just get this simple $39 watch while you're traveling. It does everything it needs to do, plus more. And again, one of the things I love about it, if I've been sitting down too long, it will tell me like, okay, you've been sitting down for too long. You need to stand up. So for some of us who are trying to lose weight or trying to stay active, this is a great way for us to actually go ahead and stay active through the watch, because they'll notify you when to get up, and you got a new text message, a new email, whatever. It's really helpful, man. So look into it. If you don't want to spend grossly amount of money on an Apple smartwatch, just get this Amazon Fit watch, and it comes with an app. So I'm gonna start off with that. Now, I guess first thing first, because I have a lot of equipment on my table right now. I got stuff all over the place. But one of the things I want to highlight is a travel bag. For my camera bags, for my tech bag, I carry this particular bag here. This bag is waterproof, and what I love about it, it has compartments in it where I can actually put my camera lenses, my camera, my GoPro, or any other devices in here. My laptop goes in the backside, and again, it's very incognito, where you could just walk around and people won't think nothing of it. So that's why I recommend this bag, but also too, just the waterproof. So if you're caught in the rain or whatever, or a potential flood issue, this will protect your gear. And whenever you have any type of technology, you got to make sure that you keep it in a dry place. So again, I recommend this bag. I spent about $39 on this bag on Amazon. So again, I actually have the link on the blog. So if you go to the blog, you'll see this bag on the link where you could purchase it. If you have cameras or other tech gear, laptop, you can put in there. One thing I do too as well is that I would remove all the components. And I'll pack clothes in here. So these are some of the components. I'll pack some clothes in here. So I'll put, a couple of cameras, a couple of outfits for a weekend trip. Close it. This is my carry-on bag. So this is a very multi-use bag that you can use on a consistent basis. Again, it has everything that it needs to do for you to protect your tech, but also too, you can use it as a carry-on bag as well. If you're traveling for the weekend and you just need to pack some clothes, I know use this bag as well. So now we're going to start off with my cameras. First, I want to take a moment to acknowledge a few guys who actually helped me get into this photography and videos. Guys, 2 years ago, I didn't know anything about cameras. I didn't know anything about editing, lenses. It's very technical, man. If you think about getting into photography or videos, it's very expensive, but also it's very technical. And lucky for me, I surrounded myself with a few guys, and I want to take the time to acknowledge them. One is Bacchus. He's currently in I think he's in Singapore right now, or back in Thailand. He actually put me on the M50 cameras, and he actually took me and taught me the ropes as far as how to use a camera. Also, too, I want to give special thanks to Marty McFly. You guys know him as the Panda guy. He and we traveled before in the past to Colombia, and him too. He taught me a lot of the how to take pictures, what things to look for as far as exposure and lighting. So I just want to say thank you to those two, but also too, I want to give a special shout out to Solo ORD, aka Steve. He's constantly, sharing tech gear with me, and I'm always interested to learn more about, hey, how can I get better in producing the video? How can I get better and having the right technology with me? So I just want to take the time to say thank you to these guys, Bacchus, Marty, and Steve. Thank you so much for putting me on game 2 years ago. I'm still learning a lot, but it's an interesting journey. So I just want to say thank you. So I want to start off with my camera. This here is a mirrorless M50 Canon camera. This is my first camera. I know definitely I need to update this, but it's decent. If you're out there just want to capture some raw video footage or capture pictures, this is a good starting camera to have. The lens attached to this camera is a Sigma lens. Now with Sigma lens, it's more of a top tier lens, and but it gives you amazing pictures. So uh, keep in mind, if you're thinking about getting a camera, a starting camera, look at the Sony or Canon products. For the Canon, they recently just launched the M50 Mark II mirrorless camera. So if you were interested in purchasing if you're interested in purchasing the camera, I would say do not purchase the M51. Purchase the M52 Mark. So that way, because that's the most updated version of this camera. So just do your research before you decide to buy anything. But definitely, Sigma lenses are some of the best lenses to use. It takes some great quality pictures, and as well as video, man, like 4K quality type of stuff. So it's really good. And I do have lenses, other lenses. I have, the 30 lens, the 75 to 300 lens. I got the 15 to 45 lens, the 50. These are great lenses. Again, if you're starting to do photography for the first time, I highly recommend to find something that's more like a good price point for you, like between $500, $600. You could probably find some great deals if you were to go to the Sony website or Canon website. But don't try to get nothing overly expensive, man. For your first camera, start off with the basic and learn how to use the camera. Like I'm still learning, and go from there. But again, guys, these cameras are great. So when I do take them overseas, people see me, they see me with a camera, they think I'm a professional or whatever. So I can fake it until I make it. But I have taken some great pictures with these lenses. Now, moving on to my action cameras. Now, here I have the GoPro Hero 9. Of course, I'm not sure if you guys are aware, there is a Hero 11, but when I brought this about 2.5 years ago. And it's a great action camera. One thing I love about this, that you can actually take this in the water. So this is the action camera. Definitely great to use. You could drop it, it won't crack, it won't break. It's waterproof, and you could do a lot with this. I think if you plan to do any type of ATV riding or any type of high physical activity, use this instead of using your phone. Risking the chance of actually cracking your screen. I always recommend just get an action camera. With GoPro, they're always launching the latest version. Just go ahead and get the latest version. This is a Hero 9, but now in the market they have a Hero 11. So I am planning to upgrade within the next couple of years, but for now, this works well for me. Now, this camera here is this little small thing is the DJI Pocket 2. This little thing, this is what I always recommend. And if anything, I think a lot of the guys that you see doing these street walking videos use this version. This is the DJI Pocket 2. It costs about $400. One thing I love about this is it takes some great quality footage based on the size, and you can just instantly connect it to your phone. So there's a extension where you can just connect it to the phone and upload those pictures onto your phone. But one thing I love about this camera is that it's very incognito. People can't really pay attention that you're recording. So you want to be slick, put the sucker in the corner and, record some things. You can actually do that. And it's a great, walking around camera. You can use it to do videos, content videos, vlogs, everything else. It has a great speaker. However, it's not waterproof. So keep that in mind. And if you're thinking about jumping in the water with this baby, it's not going to work. And also, too, be careful that the gimbal that actually moves the camera from side to side, up and down, is very sensitive. So if you break that, the camera's no good anymore. So always keep that in mind. It's a great camera, man. And you can actually see yourself while you're recording. So it's kind of cool. If you guys have any questions, man, feel free to drop those questions, man, because I have a lot of equipment to share with you guys. Ooh. I don't know why I'm always hot doing this. Now, this baby right here is brand new. I just recently bought this last year. I only used it once. This is the this is the Insta360 X3. Let me turn it on. Yeah, this baby is a bad boy right here. This is the one that, when you see those weird pictures where Like you see the planet, like you could capture video from a 360 perspective. This camera is freaking amazing, man. It's waterproof. You could do a lot. You could capture footage from the back, front, side, because it's 360. And one thing cool about this tool, this little camera here, the video quality is freaking amazing. It comes with this stick here, the Insta360 pole, where you attach to it, and you can actually extend it out. Let me show you. You can extend it out. It's really long. And one thing is, when you're walking, you could actually record everything around you. So it captures everything around. So you don't need to turn around like how you hold a GoPro or a camera. You have to turn your body around. This actually captures everything around you 360. And the thing is, when you actually replay this, it does not capture the pole. So because this pole is, I don't know what they've done as far as programming this pole to this little camera here, but it actually hides the pole, so you don't see it. So as you're recording, you don't see the pole. You just see all the footage around you. So that's kind of cool, man. And again, it's this 360, capture a lot of great footage, and highly recommend it. So if you don't want to use the GoPro, which is this one, I recommend you use the 360. Both of these are waterproof, and you could do a lot with these two items. Now moving on to another camera, but this is more aerial. This is my drone. This baby right here. This is a big one. This is a Mavic Air 2. Capture a lot of great footage. Some of the videos that I've shown you guys in the beginning when I played actually captured a lot of the content. So the videos that I'm playing, those are not stock images, man, or stock video. These are actually my videos. And what captured these videos was this drone. Now, this is the Mavic Air 2. So there are updated versions, which I recommend to get the smaller version so you don't need to register this. One of my issues with using this, I couldn't use this in Thailand because it's too big. So, and maybe the next year or so, I'm definitely going to scale down and get the smaller version. But this is an awesome drone to start off with. If you're just trying to pick up a drone and learn how to use it, get this one. Because the reason why I recommend the Mavic Air 2, because it has sensors. So it has sensors avoidance. So if you were to fly near a tree, whatever, it just stops. So again, as a starter, I would recommend you get the Mavic Air 2 or the Mavic Air 2S. This is a great travel camera to use to get some great aerial footage. Also, you could take some amazing, great pictures as well. So this is a good one, but again, if you want to get a smaller version, there is the Mini that you could actually look into. But I could actually show you how big the sucker is. So, it's kind of big. And I think now with today's technology, with the drones, they made them smaller with the same capabilities, so you don't need to have this big sucker anymore. But if you want to take a drone just to learn how to use it, I recommend you use the Mavic Air 2. And again, guys, if you're gonna be traveling, you being a passport bro or a blue book gentleman, dude, capture some of your experiences, man. Tell a story. And one thing I love about these devices, man, it just gives you an opportunity to tell your own story and your own experience. Yeah, you could definitely walk around and do walking videos all day. And again, if you want to do a walking video, I recommend you use the Pocket. It's very incognito. People won't pay attention. But if you want to provide a different perspective and different experience, definitely get the right gear that based on the content that you want to create. Now, like anything else, if you're thinking about becoming a content creator, you definitely want to have a mic. I have multiple mics. Let me show you one of them. This is my big boy right here. This captures everything, but it's just too bulky. And I normally use this with my camera where I just plug it on top of it, but it's just too big and it's too obvious. So I kind of had to scale down, but this is still a great mic. This is a Rode mic. This is one of the top tier mics that, if I were to speak to it outside, I could literally block the noise around me and you can only hear my voice. So this is a great mic to have. But I scaled down to this Diddy mic, this little bad boy right here. Now, the coolest thing is these are rabbit ears. You could take them off and just have it the mic just like this, and you could just connect it to your camera. See? And one thing about this is a dual mic. So if I'm having an interview, so let's say if I'm interviewing you, Alex, um, I can actually record your conversation from the front end, but also it could capture my conversation from the back end. So again, this is a great mic. Now, the reason why you need these like this rabbit tail, it kind of stops the puff puff when you're speaking. So it kind of makes everything clear. And plus, it actually blocks all the wind. So sometimes when people are outside, you can hear all the wind and all the outside noise. This actually blocks it. So you definitely want to have it on. But again, they make mics a lot smaller nowadays where you could actually get something smaller than this, but the quality is amazing with this camera, with this mic. Again, this is a dual mic. I can record from the front and back. So if I'm interviewing somebody, if you have a lovely chica or a lovely lady, you want to do an interview, use this mic. You can literally talk from the back and she could talk to the front and you guys can have a great conversation. Okay. I got so much stuff. Okay, yeah. So now another thing that you guys should look into is a battery power bank. This is right here. This is my bad boy right here, man. One thing I love about this, let me turn it on. Once you charge this sucker will stay powered for 4 days. And I actually used this when I took my trip to Thailand, and all my devices were fully charged. So there's never was a chance where I needed to find a outlet to plug my phone around a bunch of other people. Dude, this bad boy right here charged everything. And one thing I love about this, it has 3 outlets. It has your USBs and you have your USB-C or S, something like that. But I can connect 3 connectors to this bad boy and it will charge all of them. And it's supercharger. So it doesn't take long to charge my phone. Once I plug that bad boy, I walk away for 10 minutes, come back, it's pretty much at 50%. So if you're traveling, guys, and you're thinking about, you need stuff to keep your phone fully charged, definitely invest one of these bad boys, man. It will definitely keep your phone charged. It will definitely keep your headphones charged. And again, whatever devices you need that you need that needs to stay charged, definitely get one of these. It's worth the money. I think I spent about $45 for this one, but it's worth it, man. Oh, one thing to keep in mind with GoPros, people like to take these to the beach, like to take this like jet ski and everything else. Guys, be careful with this because it is heavy. Once this sucker falls in the water, it sinks. So what I recommend that you get is this here. This is a floater device, and what it does, it'll prevent your GoPro from sinking down to the ground. So again, if you're on a jet ski or you're somewhere where there's water around and you dropped it, you can still retrieve it because it's gonna float. This item is gonna keep it float. If you don't have this item here and you have another one, it's gonna sink because this does have some weight to it. So if you're gonna invest your money into a GoPro, because the GoPro, especially the new ones, cost about $500, go ahead and get this, man. It's worth it. Especially if you're more of the beach guy, want to go to the, any type of water activity, you want to have this with you, man. Because if it falls and you don't have this, your GoPro's gone. And I'm speaking from experience. One second. I have so much around me right now. Yeah, okay. There you go. Oh. All right, guys. This right here is what saves me for long flights. And I know you may look at it just regular headphones, but these are noise cancellation headphones. It's worth the money. Sony has them. A lot of big brands have these. You can actually get something close to Sony or close to some of the other big brands, but they pretty much do the same thing. But when I wear this, a baby could be crying. Someone could be fighting on the phone, arguing on the flight. I can't hear anything, especially if I'm playing music. And one thing I love about this one here, it actually has a bass booster. So if I press the bass booster, my ears start rattling. So again, this is must-have wireless, and it stayed charged. Wow, like up to 36 hours. So once it's fully charged, man, 36 hours, a long flight. Let's say you're going to Thailand or you're going, the Philippines for you guys out there. Or even Africa, get one of these, man. This is gonna give you the peace of mind for you to fall asleep well, but also block all the outside noise. You want to watch a movie, um, just get one of these, man. And also too, if you're more of an active guy, let's say you're overseas when you get a workout in, or you want to take a walk, don't use these bad boys here. Get one of these. These baby are waterproof, so if you are more active, you sweat, it won't go bad on you. But also too, they're kind of like small, so no one can't really see them. And these are great workout earbuds. Or if you want to go take a walk and listen to some music, whatever, get one of these, man. Do not use the big boys. Only use these more for indoor flights. If you just want to relax, watch a movie, use these. But these, I recommend use these outside. These are really good. Oh yeah. All right. Now, a lot of you guys are new to this traveling thing, so understand that every country has a different power outlet requirement. So you want to invest yourself into one of these universal power adapters. This is what I was using for Thailand, and this is what I was using for Brazil. So, guys, every country is different. Don't think that every country has the same power outlet requirements. Everything is different. So make sure if you're gonna go overseas, make sure you get the right power adapter, or just just get the universal one that comes with multiple outlets where you could actually switch it. So I could just lift it up, and I could just change it. Second. Changed it. So now I have the 3. I do have a few more, but they're put away. But again, I just want to use these as an example. Always get a universal power adapter, because you're going to need it. Because again, every country is different. Don't ever assume. What I normally do when I go to every country, I look at what the power outlet requirement, and once I know, I bring whatever I need, whatever our output that I need, I'll bring it with me. So you don't need to bring the whole entire kit. Just figure out what the country power outlet requirement is, then bring it. But definitely, this is worth the money. Okay. Now, everyone has a phone, so this is not really important. But guys, make sure you have the latest phone. Oh, this is my little boy. But make sure you have the latest phone. And the reason why I say that, a lot of today's phone could take some amazing pictures, especially like anything that is 2 years older and up. Man, you could take some great pictures, and a lot of them are actually waterproof. Like this one right here is a Samsung S20 Plus. I think right now in the market is the S22 Plus. But I think for now I'm okay. I can use this for now until probably the next couple of years. Then I'll upgrade it. But with this phone, I love this phone because it takes great footage, great pictures. It has a lot of storage where I could put a lot of pictures and videos in. I could download a lot of apps. And one thing I do too, guys, when I take a long flight, I do have Hulu, Netflix, and Amazon. So I download like tons of movies before I actually board the plane. So if I'm bored, I could just watch a plane. If I'm not in the mood to watch a plane, I do have the Audible, Amazon out. What's this called? 1 second. Oh, I have Audible. So if if I want to just chill, keep my eyes closed, at the airport or or on a flight, I could actually just listen to some books. And I think I have about 20 books in here that I'm reading. Well, I'm listening. But again, guys, you want to keep yourself prepared when you take these flights, because again, you never know, the flight may be delayed, it may be canceled, or something may happen. So you need to make sure you have everything like equipped, where if you do got some downtime for the next 8 to 10 hours, you got something to keep you occupied. And one thing too, guys, you got to have a charged phone. So this power bank, again, will play an important role in keeping your phone charged. Because again, we've seen it plenty of times where flights were being canceled, and now you got to and the airport is super crowded, and you got to find a place to charge your phone. I don't do none of that. I don't go walk around trying to find a place and not let it charge my phone, bro. I got this bad boy here. Once I connect it, supercharge, I'm good to go. So these are some things you definitely need to have. I do have a lot more, but again, now that I'm becoming a content creator, becoming a photographer, doing videos, I'm taking more pride in what I purchase. I mean, I could share my laptop. I do have a Dell XPS 17, which is like a badass computer, but I don't take it with me unless I'm planning to be there for a long period of time. Then I'll take it, but I try not to take any laptop with me. I figured I could do all the editing or anything that's not work related back home. So if you don't have to take a laptop anywhere, don't take it. If it's work related as a digital nomad, use the company laptop. Don't take your own personal laptop. Let's see what else. It's got a lot of stuff. Guys, invest one of these good cases. This is waterproof. This is where I put a lot of my GoPro stuff, a lot of my action cameras in, some of my gimbals, some of my filters. Guys, you want to make sure if you're going to actually spend money on these technology items, make sure you protect it. Make sure you invest in quality stuff that's going to protect your stuff for a long period of time, because I'm planning to keep these items for 10 years at least. Unless it stops working, I'm not going to buy another one. Like the whole GoPro, I'll wait probably the next couple of years or 3 to actually use it. To actually exchange it. But most of the things they change is like the subtle things. But again, this is some great information to have. This is what I normally do to carry, that I carry with me when I'm traveling. Now, I do get people that always tell me, like, you're not worrying about someone stealing your stuff. Well, for one, I make sure that wherever I stay has security. 2, I make sure my place is Chica proof. 3, I make sure my place has a safe. So I'm not worrying about anyone robbing things from me. No, if I do invite a guest over, everything's put away. And also, too, guys, everything I just showed you and things that you're not even seeing is insured. Yeah, I insured everything. Geico and State Farm has an insurance policy for your technology stuff, especially if you're traveling. And the fact that Black Men Travel is an LLC. Yes, Black Men Travel is an LLC. If I were to lose it, I could definitely claim it, and I'll get me a whole new set. So, guys, make sure you have insurance on your phone. Make sure you have insurance on your cameras. Like anything that you feel like is viable, put insurance on it, man. Because the worst case, if you do lose it or you do break it, you can just claim it and get the money back. And everything that I just shared you is insured through State Farm. So keep that in mind. Again, this is just the basic. I do have some other stuff in the room that I can share with you guys, but I don't think you probably need to see it. If you guys are really just starting to get into photography or want to become a content creator, the items that I just showed you, is enough for you to start with. Yes, you can use your phone as your main camera, as your main everything, but just be careful with that. You don't want this to be your main thing and you lose it and you're fucked. So that's why I always recommend, guys, go ahead and get a GoPro. Go ahead and get a camera. Go ahead and get a DJI Pocket or Insta360. So you just never know. So always keep that in mind. Well, that's it. Again, I wanted to show the basics. This is good. Again, I have a blog that you guys could actually check out. It actually have links to the things that I brought. So if you want to purchase it, just go ahead and just purchase it, man. If you think about becoming a content creator, or you think about just capturing some of your experiences, these are some of the best items that I recommend that you use. And one of the cool thing too, if you have purchased the GoPro, the Insta360, or the DJI Pocket, they all have apps where you can actually do a lot of editing. So if you have a cool video, you want to do some editing, like a 2-minute video editing, you can actually use their apps to actually do that. Guys, it's not that difficult to create content, man. Anyone could create it. It's just, are you willing to take the time to learn it? So that's about it, man. Again, this wasn't meant to be long. It's a Friday, but I wanted to just share, my travel bag with you guys. I do have some trips coming up. I'm going to some places this year. I'm going to Belize, Going in Portugal. Of course, I'm going back to DR, Dominican Republic. Then I'm going to Uganda, Rwanda, Kenya, and Tanzania. So, guys, I'm trying to put everything to use. Definitely be doing some interviews. I'm gonna actually be doing some vlogging. So, yeah, I'm putting everything to use. Everything I just shared to you, I'm going to put it to use. So, I hope this helps. Alex, Salute Kanan, Black and Charles. Hey, what's up, Alex? I love your content, man. I've been consuming a lot of it lately. Please continue producing. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. You know what, man? Look, I'm not a big YouTuber. I appreciate my 10 views. And you know what? Any view someone gets or any comment anyone leaves through, I'm quick to respond to them saying, but you know what? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, guys, all I'm doing is just passing the torch, man. It's like, listen, I don't got time to be sitting on platforms talking about passport bro shit, women this, women that. I'm living the life, man. I don't got time to complain. I'm traveling. I got a beautiful woman. I got two amazing kids. I'm trying to get another six-figure contract, man. It's like for me to sit down and join these panels and just bitch. It's just not in my nature, man. So, but it is what it is, man. But guys, I definitely want to share something with you. If you have not, and I said have not seen my website, make sure to check out blackmantravels.com, guys. This site is actually starting to pick up a lot of steam. I'm averaging about 400 new visits a month. I'm getting a lot of traffic towards my Instagram and TikTok. God, you know what? TikTok could be a little addictive, man. I see why a lot of states are starting to ban TikTok because you could literally fall into a rabbit hole and never look back. And I do have a TikTok page, which I have about 457 followers. But it's cool, man. Again, I'm just dropping content in and just hearing some of these comments, and it's crazy, man. Again, TikTok is a rabbit hole. You could easily fall into a rabbit hole, and you would never be seen again. Yeah, I mean, some of my content, man. I mean, it's like for me, I like sharing stuff. Yeah, so I mean, guys, you could definitely go out and enjoy yourself. Um, you know, one thing I could say, when I decided to step up my tech gear, my video content got better. So these are some of my old videos. Like this is old. This is the phone. Yeah, this is some of my old content, man. But I had fun actually just doing them. But then once I stepped up my new stuff, this is my new stuff now. Again, I'm still getting better at it, but I noticed the quality is a lot better. Yeah. So, but the thing is, too, guys, sometimes I'm just not in the mood to record anything. It's easy for us to, be a, being a content creator. Sometimes it could be a little daunting because you constantly got to record something. You're thinking about content. But there's some days during my travels I don't want to do anything, man. I just want to take everything all in and just enjoy my experience. And you know, just have an opportunity to do that. I'm good, man. Yeah, so if you haven't checked out my TikTok page, definitely check it out. It's Black Man Travels. Same thing as my website. Also, actually, I don't think you were able to see that. You know what? Let me. I was sharing the wrong stuff. One second. Hey, my bad, guys. Mm. All right, there you go, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, here. All right, here's my TikTok page, Black Man Travels. And I'm uploading content as I go. Um, you know, you know, just some fun stuff, guys. You know, I'm uploading old and new content, so it's kind of cool. Like, again, guys, if you don't have TikTok, definitely look into getting it. It's a fun little tool. Yeah, so things to consider, you know. Yeah. So guys, if you're looking for content that's going to talk about, you know, me being in front of a camera and just talking the ill of dating and relationships, this is not it, man. I'm all about traveling. I'm all about having a good time, sharing experiences. If you're looking for a platform where y'all could just sit on your soapbox and just bitch, yeah, I'm not the guy. I'm not the guy, man. So, and again, I created a platform where brothers could really come together and travel and, you know, live your best life. Either you know, you want to become a digital nomad, you know, you want to find a relationship, you know, take care of your health. You know, right now I'm doing my health track where I'm trying to get my health in order. Last year I had a couple of scares, but as of right now I'm good to go. So I'm doing a complete body transformation and for my 45th birthday. So I've been going extra hard, averaging about close to 20,000 steps a day. That's averaging about 10 miles of walking and jogging. I'm eating about 1,900 calories a day, but it's very sustainable. So I'm able to, you know, not be hungry all day because I'm fasting. That's nothing, guys. I'm fasting. I'm doing intermittent fasting where I fast for 16/8. So for 16 hours, I fast, and for 8 hours, I try to eat as much as I can. Within 8 hours, I try to eat all the right food, not just eat any food. And I allow myself one cheat meal a week. So tomorrow's my cheat meal. It's gonna be dinner. I'm gonna order a big ass pizza, supreme, heavy all pizza. That's what I want. I've been craving for this pizza all week, man. So tomorrow, no YouTube. I'm gonna sit back, watch snowfall, watch some movies, eat this pizza, and call it a day. So, yeah, man. Let me go back to the website again. Yeah, so on the website, guys, check it out. Here's the blog right here. I just published it about 2 hours ago. You know, just sitting in style, my travel tech backpack. This highlights a lot of my gear that I actually just showed to you guys. And also, too, guys, a lot of my pictures, man. Again, this photography video thing is brand new to me. I started this during the pandemic. I didn't even know how to use a camera. And my boy Bacchus just taught me, man. And again, thank you, Bacchus, if you are listening, for being patient with me, inviting me to your photo shoots and all. And I sat back and watched. So, guys, again, this is some of the images, that we're taking, man, and we're just going out having a great time. Again, it's all about capturing that experience, but also too, I decided to start a YouTube channel to share that experience with you guys. Again, you know, if I do have a live stream, it's based on an interesting topic, but everything else is really content, like my travels, my preparation, and everything else. So definitely check it out, man. Don't really have much else to talk about, really, man. It was just basically share a lot of my stuff that I take with me when I'm traveling. I'm not concerned about someone robbing me because I Chica proof my spot. I make sure I have security, tight security, not just any security, tight security, 24/7 security. And I just don't invite anybody over to my crib, man. I make sure everything's put away. So I'm not worried about anyone robbing or stealing my things. And two, if I feel like, hey, this area doesn't feel safe for me to take my camera out, I'm not taking my camera out, man. I'm not taking my phone out. Like, you guys got to use street awareness. Like, hey, you can just look based on the area. you know what, this may not be the best place to actually pull out my camera or pull out my phone. So there are places that I've been to that I felt like, you know, damn, this would be great content, but I didn't feel safe. So I'm not going to risk it. All right, Roland. I have the 11 black. It's nice. Same size as the 9 and 10 case. Yep. Yeah, man, the black is cool, man, but I figure I'll wait until I get the 13 or something. It's the blind spot of the selfie stick with the X3 outstanding product. Yeah, man. Where is it? Yeah, this bad boy, man, it actually hides the selfie stick. So when I plug, yeah, all right. So I take this, right? See? So what it does is when I turn it on, and this captured great audio too as well, man. If I'm recording and I stretch it out really high to, you know, to the furthest point possible, it will capture everything around me 360. However, it will not capture the pole. The pole is hidden. So it seems like I'm holding something, but you can't see it. So it's kind of cool, man. I mean, guys, I'll definitely, you know, if you think about getting something, get this. Because you could do everything like it does everything what the GoPro does, but without the 360. I mean, it does everything but it does everything what the GoPro does with the 360. So this is a great small little camera to get, you know. Definitely recommend this. And it's waterproof. I mean, again, the DJI Pocket, this bad boy, this thing right here is great for more like land activities. Do not take this by the water. Do not take this. Just be careful with this one because this breaks easily. I'll get my camera gear mid-March. Yeah, man, Marcus, definitely reach out to me, man. If you need some advice as far as what camera to get, I'll tell you, man. You know, I'll make sure you're squared away. So when you upgrade your GoPro, the accessories you have for your nine will work with 11 back. I don't know. I mean, the only accessories that I have with the GoPro 9 is the media kit. So I have the speaker mod and I have the filters. So I'm not sure if it's bigger or not because I don't have the 11. And that's why I have no plans to actually upgrading this GoPro. The Hero 9 is good enough for now. Maybe the next couple of years I'll upgrade it, but for now I think it does what I need. Good question. I did my ship walk around with the X3. Yeah, man. Yeah, the X3 is a cool camera, man. You can do a lot with this. That's why, if anything, guys, out of these three, I recommend this one. But if you want to be one of these walking video guys, definitely get this one here. Definitely. And if you're thinking about getting the drone, get the smaller version. This is too bulky, and some countries may require for you to register your drone. So I wouldn't recommend you get those. Just go ahead and get the smaller one. And if you're thinking about getting a camera, get the especially a Canon. Get the Canon Mark II. Do not get the regular M50. It's just a waste. I mean, at this point, it's a waste. But I'm gonna use it for like other stuff. It will work is what I was saying. I don't know because I don't have 11, so I don't know. I think that I'm not sure if the specs are bigger or the specs have changed, but we'll see. Time will tell. Oh, the DJI Action 3 is my choice. Yeah, that's a good one too, man. You know what, Ben? When I was deciding whether or not to get the Osmo, it was between the Osmo and the GoPro. But based on the reviews that I was seeing on YouTube, the GoPro was slightly outbeating the Osmo. So you know what? Let me just get this. Then once I learned about the DJI Pocket, got this sucker here. So I got one of each, man. So depending on my mood, if I feel like, you know what, this trip's gonna focus on the X360 or it's gonna focus on the GoPro, I just take that. I never take everything together. I'm not that stupid because if I lose my bag, I'm fucked. So if I'm going to a place where there's gonna be a lot of water and there's a lot of water activities, it's either gonna be the GoPro or the X3. If it's more land and I'm gonna do a lot of walking, it's definitely gonna be the DJI Pocket. So it really depends on the mood, the purpose of the trip as well. The new updates put in. Yeah, wow. Oh, see, you know what, man? These people are crooks, man, because they come out with a damn new release every fall. So when you're ready, if you purchase the GoPro 11, like let's say in April, the 12 is coming out in November. So it kind of, I don't know, man. They just trying to get in my pockets, man. But again, guys, if you got a action camera, get this bad boy. If you're into water activities, get this. The worst you want to do, your GoPro falls, is gone. This will definitely prevent your GoPro from sinking or whatever action camera you have. Get one of these babies. You could get this on Amazon for like $10. I love Amazon. I buy a lot of stuff on Amazon. Oh, this is for more of the content creators. If you need a great gimbal, this is good. I use this for my GoPro sometimes. If I'm walking around, I'll put my GoPro on here. This is a 3-axle gimbal, and you know, I use this. But this is more for my content creators. This is good to have. Oh man, that's it, man. Again, I got some other stuff I could share, but it's more content focused. This is more for like guys who just want to enhance their travel experience and just capture great pictures for Instagram, TikTok, or whatever. Get these items, man. They're very simple, easy to use, and you can do a lot with these. Hold on. I do have the 11, but I'm telling you that your accessory will work. So convenient. Oh, okay. All right, cool. But I figure I'll wait until the 12, 13 come out. I'm done spending money. Like, that's the thing, man. This shit adds up, man. You put everything together, you realize, like, I think when I created my insurance package for all of my stuff, my laptop, everything else, dude, it was about $18,000. My laptop, my lenses, my camera, you know, I think the total value came about $18,000. So I'm done spending money, man. I went for the Sony A1 II. Yeah, see, I can tell you're a photographer, man. I'm still a newbie, so you know, I started with a Canon, but everyone's telling me that I should just go ahead and switch over to a Sony, because Sony just gives you a better experience. We'll see, but I'm still learning, man. But I do admire a lot of you guys who are out there creating content, who are photographers, you know, who are doing videos. Man, dude, this stuff is more technical. It's not as easy as everyone think it is, man. You know, you got to have the perfect lighting, exposure, you know, color grading, editing. Man, you know, more props to you guys, man. The guys out there creating some great content. You know, we need more of that, man. I think we need less talking and more content, like more receipts, you know. And I just want to share my experiences with you guys, man. That's why, like, I try to go to places where no one else is going. When I went to Thailand, everybody seen freaking Pattaya, man. I'm like, all right, walking street, beach, all right, cool. We can see that shit so many different times, but I feel like, you know what? If I'm traveling, I want to share something different. So I decided to go to Chiang Mai. I spent more time in Bangkok than I went to Phuket. You know, then I went to Chiang Rai. I was like way up there in northern Thailand, where, dude, there was no black folks out there. So again, you just got to find a place where, you know, you want to create an experience, man. That's what I want to do. I mean, I appreciate the number of views that I get, but at the end of the day, man, this is just great memories to share. And I can look back and like, wow, this is cool. Oh, guys, make sure you get one of these bad boys here. These charges your batteries. Everything you have requires batteries, so you need to charge it. So always make sure you have enough of these, like, battery storage places where you can charge your battery. And before you go to bed every night, charge your stuff up, man, because they do burn. The batteries burn fast. Oh, that's my son. No, there's no cookies. Go to your room. Sorry about that, guys. That's about it, man. Unless anyone else got any questions. Kudos, brother. Thank you, man. Facebook user. I'm about to get the Sony ZV-E10 for blogging cameras. See, this, you know, I think now a lot of these manufacturers, they understand that people want to become content creators, so they're making their cameras more for content purposes. The mirrorless camera is cool. It's real small, but you can't do a lot of stuff with this, especially for streaming. It's difficult to stream with this. You got to like use third-party connectors, and I don't like that. So my boy Steve and other people telling me that I should upgrade to the Mark II, but even then, that's giving me problems. And I'm hearing Sony gives better connections. So I don't know, man. It's just I figure, you know what? Let me just perfect my skills in one thing, then I'll move on to the next. That's my take on it. Yeah, it sure does. Yeah, Ben. I mean, it does adds up, man. Because the thing is, you don't realize like this little thing's like $500, right? Then you jump onto this one brand new. If you get the media mod, content created, kit, that's gonna cost you about $600. So it's just the drone. This baby cost me $1,200 when I first bought it brand new when it first came out. So, and the laptop, this bad boy here, I use this for my lighting. Hold on. Oh, that is not true. Okay, there you go. It's right here. This Loom light. It just this is like my party light, man. If I want to like, I mean, I could change the colors. Okay. I mean, turn this off. Yeah, so little stuff like this, man. Your GoPro has lighting as well. It's like little stuff like this could easily get lost sometimes, man. That's why you got to be very like careful when you carry these things around. Like my filters from my GoPro, my filters from my drone. Man, this stuff could get expensive, but it's a hobby, man. I don't do the clubs. I don't buy rims. This is something that keeps me in the house between my travels and continue to learn new skills, man. So this is all good. It's worth the money. And that's it, man. I just wanted to share you guys, what I carry, what I use to create content. I'm still learning. I'm a newbie. I'm not an expert. I'm not a professional. I'm not taking nothing away from you guys who do this full time, but I respect what you guys do. And I admire the skills that it takes to create great content, man. It's funny when I look at YouTube, I look at all these things. I look at the editing, I look at the lighting. I'm looking at, what they're capturing. It's funny because like I see things differently now compared to before. Before I just watched something, but now I know when there's a drone being used. I know when, certain angle or what the storytelling they're trying to comes, the storytelling based on the camera functionality of it. So it's kind of cool, man. Big H trap, hell yeah. Damn, lenses cost as much as yeah, man. Shit. Where is it? The Sigma lenses? These suckers, man. I bought 3 Sigma lenses. It cost me $2,000. 3 Sigma lenses cost me $3,000, man. I mean $2,000. My bad, dude. It's just the nifty 50. I mean, this stuff adds up, man. That's why it's like I never check my camera bag, guys. That's something you should never do. Never check your tech bag, your computer bag, nothing. Never put in your suitcase that's going to the check. Always have it as a carry-on. And trust me, my carry-on still with me at all times. So that's something to keep in mind. If you're carrying all this expensive equipment, either be domestic or overseas, never check it and always keep it in front of you at all times, man. Always keep that in mind. But that's it, man. Any questions? We'll definitely open the line to some of you guys if you want to join the conversation. Oh, this is my green juice, guys. Again, no more wine. Normally my Fridays I'll break out the wine. Been doing this for 3 weeks now. Yeah. Yeah, guys, I'm trying to do a complete transformation for my 45th, man, and I'm serious about it. So we're definitely you're gonna see some changes, man. I'm trying to wear some Speedos and Belize, man. Drop the StreamYard link if you guys want to join. So again, this could be an open conversation. If you got any tech gear or things you want to share, things you want to recommend, definitely jump on the line so we can definitely talk about it. Daddy man, I switched to DaVinci for the abilities to the easy calls. Yeah, I actually I'm currently using DaVinci right now. I'm using the free version. And I'm learning a lot, man. I'm learning a lot about editing. So I did my first full-fledged editing. It was very choppy, but at least I'm learning the basics of it. Tomorrow I'll be doing some more editing for another video. So I'll definitely keep you in the loop, Alex. Yeah, definitely. You eventually going to need a hard case for your tech. Yeah, I do have a hard case. So again, it really depends on what I'm taking. Most of the time, I kind of make a conscious decision. Okay, which if I'm going to use the camera, or I'm going to use the GoPro, the 360, or the DJI Pocket, I try my best not to carry too much stuff with me. So it would never be to the point where I need to carry a hard case. I think I'm not there yet. So this is more strictly for hobby, fun, capturing the experience, and just telling a story. So what's up, man? You guys have any questions, man? I know, like I said, guys, you want to travel smart, you want to be prepared. If anything you walk away from this video, get this right here, man. Get this power bank. It's worth every penny. You don't have to be one of these people at the airport trying to find a place to plug your phone. Guys, I sit where I sit at, connect this bad boy, 15 minutes, I'm good. That's it. Just be smart how you travel, guys. A lot of guys are new to this, so you got to learn how to maneuver correctly. Make sure, if you're going to a new country, what's their power outlet is, figure out what it is and get one of these bad boys so you can always be prepared. You don't want to show up to a country thinking that, they have the same power format that we have, and you're surprised that they don't. Now you got to walk around, try to find one of these at the last minute, which is not always easy to do. Oh yeah, you know what? Look at this here. Again, this is for us techies, man, the nerds, the dweebs. That's us. I'm a proud one. This right here, girls love this, man. They love this. This here is a selfie stick. Now, the thing about this selfie stick, I could plug my phone to this, but one thing this stuff does, it actually follows you. I could program it where, if I'm sitting down, it will follow me wherever I go. Girls love this, man. they love this, man, because it's cool. It fix, look at this. Put phone in there, and what it does, it literally follows you. It can actually go vertical or horizontal. It's a great little toy, man. And yeah, when women see this, they say, "Oh, can I have it?" Oh no, I'm like, fuck no. Even though I barely use it, I may use it someday. So hey, I never throw things away because I always have this mindset, like, you know what, I may just need it, but I haven't used this like in 2 years. But it's good to have. Yeah, that's too technical. So 1 second. Hey, what's up, Alex?
Not much better. How are you?
I'm doing okay, man. Talking about nerd stuff,
Well, that's the thing. I'm a big nerd. So since I'm a big nerd, I want to jump in on this because that's right up my alley. I come from the tech space before I got into insurance and everything. So, talking about this stuff is something that really interests me. So, yeah, man, all these products that you talked about are outstanding. From the X3, I have that as well. And
Okay.
I did a full ship walk around on the upper deck while we were pulling away from the harbor. So I got the dual shot of the New Orleans skyscape at the same time as going down the river in Mississippi.
wow.
So, yeah, it comes in handy for a lot of different angles, and it's something different. A lot of the other content generators aren't necessarily using a 360 when they're out in the wild and different things like that. Most people that are using the X3 right now are more sports content providers. Whether skiing or they're ATVing or something.
Well, that's
like
the thing. I'm trying to, because I only use this one time. During my time in Thailand, I used this one time at the beach, and I'm like, wow, but I don't know how to use it. Like, I don't know when to use it.
The editing part of it too can get really rough as far as what angle, and you got to learn to put the box around the person that you want to focus on, so it doesn't go into the earth mode. It actually follows that person that you're following, so you get a better perspective, and then you can spin it around as you're doing your walkthrough. If you want to spin it around and say, oh, this is somebody following you, and then go back to the front all seamlessly because of the way the stitching is from one front camera to the back camera. There's a stitching.
Yeah.
And it's very not noticeable. Right, that gets stitched between the two bubble cameras, and that's why you can't see anything. And that's the same thing with the selfie stick. It's in the blind spot, so you never will see that selfie stick. You'll see it's weird because you'll see the shadow of you holding a selfie stick, but you won't see the selfie stick in the camera at all.
This is a wicked ass camera, guys. Again, if you're thinking about getting the camera, I'll say get this over the GoPro because you could do so much.
A lot of people are recommending that as a good sports camera to start off with because of all the different abilities. You can,
and it's waterproof.
Still follow me, and it has stereo audio capture, so it's not just one directional. It captures from 4 different directions. It's 4 mics on that camera.
Guys, so this is the really, Insta 360 X3.
X3.
Yeah, so look it up, man. It's totally worth it. If you're thinking about getting the camera, for all you new Passport Bros, Blue Book gentlemen, look, use these bad boys. Use this at the beach, man. The girls will love it, man. It's crystal clear, and you can take some amazing pictures with this, like some 5K.
It has a cage for underwater swimming. And when you were talking about the GoPro and swimming the water, it's better to put that also in the bubble cage because it doesn't mess up the mic. When you put a GoPro in the water, you'll notice it gets watery sounding because the water's still trapped in the mic. So it's better to have that clear case.
Can I share something with you?
Go ahead.
1 second. You're totally right, man, because I experienced that in Thailand. And
believe me, I do my research on tech.
I'm going to share it to you. Watch. Where is it? Okay, this one right here. Here we go. All right, cool. Right behind you, man.
Man, that's so awesome.
See, it's kind of muffling. Now watch this. The mic's gonna go down.
Yeah, it's not gonna mess up your mic. It's just gonna sound watery or underwater type sound. So you got to blow it back out before it starts to sound right again. So it's easier just to put it in a cage. I found that out by doing my research. It's easier to put in a cage. It won't mess up the mic or the sound. But yeah, I do a lot of research before I buy tech. Believe me.
And that's something that I noticed that because I had to take the mod off the GoPro, so the water was going inside the GoPro. It was muffling the sound. So when I was talking, I couldn't hear myself. I was hearing like it sounded like I was underwater.
Exactly.
So I was like, man, damn. So that kind of ruined it. I'm like, God.
Yeah, that's a major accessory for either camera, even the X3. Get the cage for the underwater, especially if you snorkel, you want to go under seas, and you got a nice coral reef with fish and stuff like that. Can you imagine doing that with a 360, man?
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Man, the environment that you're going to be in and the immersiveness. Matter of fact, I got compliments on doing the walk around on the ship because nobody's ever seen a 360 advantage of being able to walk the whole upper deck on a ship.
No.
It gave them a better perspective of how big the ship is, because sometimes when you film with a camera, it's a flat image, so it doesn't give you any depth perception. With that 360 X3, you get a lot of depth perception, so it just feels totally different, even if you're doing follow me mode.
So, quick question: do you have the rope that allows you to spin it? Or
yeah, matter of fact, what I did was I went and got the bar because I wasn't really feeling the little rope thing. What if it flew out of my finger or something? I actually got a bar, and on the bar at the top, it's a little spinny thing, and you screw in your selfie stick, the same selfie stick you got, you can screw that in, and then you can extend that out, and then you can swing it around your head where you're more secure. Matter of fact, I have a scene on my on one of my TikToks where I was standing on the balcony of my cabin on the ship. And I did a 360 spin on that, messing around with it, and I actually kept it.
How was it as far as the quality was?
Oh, it's awesome. Clear as a bell. I mean, it shoots 4K, period.
Yeah.
So it shoots 4K high quality video at different speeds, different exposures. You can preset that up to all you have to do is, like a GoPro, hit the certain mode that you want, and it's already preset up for the type of thing you want. Does nightscapes, those are awesome. It does a day to night type of thing that you can time it out, and looking at it in a 360 mode gives a
I need to
whole
start using this more often.
There's so many different modes on it, just like the GoPro has a night mode, and it does from night to daylight where you have the sunrise.
Actually,
that
you know what?
360 does the same thing.
I can share some of you guys some of my GoPro content. This is GoPro here, time lapse.
Yeah.
I just put it right there. I just let it play, and it just captured it time lapse wise. And here's the night mode.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So
that is so awesome. And then they even have a hyper warp mode. And with the 360, there's a mode where you can walk around the camera and it actually captures your body at certain positions. And then you finish walking and you can replay it to where it, like, you'll be in one position on one step and then your body is still sitting at another step, and it follows you and maps all that out for you just within the app. So there's so many different things you can do.
I mean, it's amazing how these little things could do so much, man.
Yeah,
like, I could see you beyond. I can literally see you right now on the screen. On the screen, I can see you.
Yeah, yeah, that thing is beyond unbelievable. Beyond. I'm glad I made that one of my first purchases for content.
Yeah, you know, I need to start.
I got the GoPro first, and then I got that, and then I got a gimbal for my GoPro. And then I'm buying the Sony ZV-E10 because I did a lot of research on it with a lot of bloggers and content providers. That was a pretty good one. It starts at $798.
So that's like pretty much the same price point as the Mark II.
Mm-hmm. And it's a mirrorless camera. Same difference when it comes to that. That one's a 24 megapixel, so you're getting a little bit better quality. It does have some stabilization, not only in the camera, but some of the lenses come with stabilization, as you know, with some of the Sony stuff, you know. So that's also good. But if you're putting it on a gimbal, the gimbal I'm looking for with the Sony is a Crane 3. That thing is awesome. It matches up really well with the ZV-E10. It has
Crane 3 is heavy though.
The new one supposedly is lighter. They said it's a lot lighter and it's more portable. I think the other Crane 2 was a little bit heavier. They're saying the Crane 3 is a lot lighter, and it folds up really nice to where you can fit it in a backpack or something, and it's not too cumbersome. I have a gimbal for a regular phone. I have a gimbal for the GoPro, and I have a gimbal for the.
Look, like, again, I have so much equipment, but I was like, you know, I don't.
It's sitting around my house, bro. Matter of fact, look, I got the Smooth 4 for my my GoPro, and I got the little legs on it. So even if I wanted to sit it on the table and
same thing, I got that.
I could do that, yeah.
One thing is like I have so much equipment. Like I literally designated 2 drawers in my room for all technology stuff, like wires and like memory cards, USBs. I have so much stuff, man. So I'm trying to like figure, okay, what can I get rid of? But it's kind of hard to get rid of certain things.
Right, because you always think you're going to need it. They need to be on hand, you know. Like I even got the cage so that I can hook certain things up on my Xbox. Wow. So I have that on the selfie stick that you just showed. Yeah. So I even have the cage for mine, and it's a real quick flip up, slide that thing in the cage. And then you have some additional slots that you can put things on, like a mic or even a little light.
It's like the GoPro, man. It's like, let me show you. GoPro has a cage as well. See? See it?
Yeah.
Take it
out.
This
is my X360 right here, but I just got the little bubble thing on it.
I have mine. It's in the room. Yeah. All right, man.
Well, yeah, you know what? I'm a techie, man. Believe me, I've been doing computers all my life. Even in the Marine Corps, I started with 8088. So some of y'all don't even know what an 8088 is, and COBOL programming and all that stuff. Okay. You know, that's where I started at. You know, so I've always stayed in the tech field when it comes to staying up with, you know, new technologies and different things that are available.
Yeah, and again, guys, this is something that you want to have, man, when you're traveling. If you're thinking about just, you know, sharing your content on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok, or whatever platform that you're using, get these items, man. It will definitely enhance it. You don't have to solely rely on your phone to do everything. Because again, if you lose this phone, you're fucked.
There's my 11. And I was going to buy the 9 that you had, but within the time between the 9 The 10 came out, then the 11 came out, and I was like, fuck it, I might as well just go on and get the 11
because the 10 was a trick.
The cases of this versus the 9, I can still use your 9 battery, I can use the 10 battery, and I can use the 11 battery. So why I'm saying to go ahead and upgrade is because right now GoPro at least was conscious enough that because they're coming out with so much gear so fast, they made all the stuff cross compatible. So the case is the same size, so you can still use 9, 10, and 11 stuff for the same.
You think 12 is going to be the same size as well?
If they're smart, because they're coming out with them every 6 months, I would think so. You know, unless you get the Pro where they take off the back lens for a lot of guys that fly, you know, drones and stuff like that. They take off the back screen, so it's a lot lighter. You just have the front screen and the lens. So that one, that's not going to fit because it's going to be a thinner format as far as the size of the camera.
Yeah, my GoPro, man. I mean, not GoPro, my drone. I definitely want to upgrade this drone, man. Like, again, I'm sharing some of my footage, my drone footage.
Yeah.
You know what? I still get nervous when I fly my drone over water.
This is even a waist plate, so I can put the selfie stick to it and have it way above my head if I'm riding on a bike or doing a motorcycle thing.
Oh, wow.
Scooter. You put the selfie stick here and it goes way above you. So as you're driving, it actually captures both sides of you riding on a motorcycle or doing something like, you know, even if you're doing something on water, you know, it gives you just a different perspective by being able to hang that. And then this is adjustable, so you can turn it at different angles depending on what you're doing. If you don't, you just put it on a bar. But yeah, it's a whole waist plate thing that you put around your waist.
I have the chest plate, and I have the head, and I have the head plate.
Yeah, I was looking at a face mask that had the little thing on it. So if I went snorkeling, I can just put the GoPro up on that.
Yeah.
And I had been looking at that. I just didn't pull the trigger on it yet because I didn't go snorkeling where I was going. So. No, most likely I'm going to have it in my gear for just in case.
I mean, it's good to have, man. I think again, if you you decide to become a content creator, so again, you having quality content to share with folks, that's what I'm on, man. It's funny again when I was doing my research for Thailand last year, dude, I couldn't find no real content from Black content creators.
You already know. I was pointing you toward Patty.
Yeah, and I was like,
and a lot of white content providers.
Yeah, so a lot of the
format is different. That's why I don't play a lot of hard rap in my formats, because I wanted to be able to be seen by a lot of different people. So I have to be very conscious about what music I pick while I'm trying to tell the story, so I don't lose certain people and turn them off depending on what part of the world they're in. Because I get Thailand viewers, I get different viewers just like you would. Once you put hashtag Thailand in something, it's going to pop up to a lot of people worldwide, and you'll be surprised as you look at your analytics where your viewers are coming from. I have people from India looking at my stuff. I was like, what the? Really?
Yeah.
So, so I try to make it where it's like white people do, where it's cross, viewable, and it's not so much hard rap and cussing and this, that, and the other thing. Now, of course, I'm working on my intro. Now, my intro is going to have some thump to it. Yeah. But after that, it's going to calm down. I even played hard rock on some of my stuff, depending on what it was, as long as it had a good beat and a rhythm and a pacing to the video and the story.
Yeah, and that's what I try to do. Like, I actually signed up for a music subscription list where I could download
Epic, and then I also have it's called Lit. If you want full copyrighted stuff like from Drake and different songs like that, if you get on Lit, and it's LIKD, not ED, but LIKD, and that will allow you to buy each license for $8, and you use it forever.
I use a subscription service called Artlist.
I know Artlist as well. Yeah, and
I pay $25 a month, and the thing is, whatever I download, I keep.
Right. So that's the same thing with Epic. And I have Artlist as well.
Let me plug it up in the group. This is definitely great to have.
Artlist
Again,
really good B-roll stuff that you can use.
Yeah.
I like Artlist because of the B-roll stuff, but for the music, it's okay. But Epic Sound and the Lit because I wanted some upbeat music. I use that as well. Yeah, artlist.io. That's a great website for not only sound effects, music that's you got the copyright licensing for, and B-roll stuff.
Yep. So I use this site for a lot of my music, more instrumental music. Even like the music I'm playing in this background, I get it through Artlist. So it's definitely a great tool to use. There's a lot of, like, I use Canva for a lot of my thumbnails.
Yeah, so do I.
A lot of
those are great apps. I mean, Canva, is also a good one, and then CapCut is good to make shorts with, and you can download your logo to it and overlay that over your content that you're trying to cut.
And now
I'm very conscious about putting my logo on everything.
And now I'm using Wix. I use Wix to create my website, blackmantravels.com. And now I can at least tell everyone here, I decided to start my own marketing agency, my own marketing company. So I'm building the website. I actually got an LLC for it. I got the tax ID. Everything was approved this week. So now I got the green light to go ahead.
Congratulations.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, man. This was a big move, man. I was like, what?
The fact that you're LLC, you can start writing off your travel.
Oh, hey, Alex, do you know Black Man Travel is a LLC?
That's what I'm saying. You should be writing.
Well, I'm just saying, and I'm just letting you.
Filming for content, and you put it up.
Man.
That's 100%.
Let me tell you this. This desk that I'm talking to,
hotel, everything. This is the stuff these guys.
Hold up. That's what I said. Everything I just showed them is insured.
Yeah,
dude, this desk that I'm sitting at is my office space. When I go to the damn store, Office Depot, that's gas. That's under Black Man Travels.
Right.
So now I have two LLCs.
Correct.
One for traveling and one for business. One for like marketing business. So when I'm traveling, I got business credit cards, American Express business credit cards.
Right. Those are the tricks of the trade a lot of people don't understand. If you're in the travel game, your travel becomes an expense against your income.
Yep.
100%. I mean, I even had 7 licenses, and each license I had for just insurance, financial planning, and everything else was in a state that my family lived in. So when I traveled around the United States, I still had clients in that state, and I could take the time to visit my family, and I could write the whole thing off. All I have to do is get on a plane and talk about insurance one time. It becomes a business trip. Yeah. And I can do that at my leisure.
And now as a content creator, shit, exactly. you just going downtown.
That whole ship trip was about a $7,000 ticket, and I wrote it all off. See? $7,000.
I mean, this is stuff that people are not talking about. They rather talk about women.
No,
they talk about bullshit that has no meaning. Guys, if you want to step up your game, everything else, guys, we talk about these things.
LLCs don't take anything to go on the IRS website and fill out a form, and you get it immediately. They can send it to you online, or you can take the time to get a paper copy of it, and they'll mail it to you within 2 weeks.
Yeah,
it takes literally 10 to 15 minutes to get your LLC through the IRS.
And to get your EIN, you get that instantly. Once you apply it, you approve it, boom, you can just download the PDF and you got it.
Exactly, that's it. Now you have an EIN. You actually
and you take that same EIN, go to your bank and open a business account.
Yep. Well, you got to have your bylaws in some things, but that's easy to do on a free legal website to do your bylaws for your LLC.
Well, and, I mean, I'll tell you this. I went to Chase. I took my LLC document, my EIN. I showed it to them. All right, boom. Open a bank account. I put 5 G's in there. I got a business bank account.
Exactly.
And now they constantly.
And now you're building credit on 3 different numbers now that you got your new LLC. So you got your EIN number. You're building credit on your personal income off of your Social Security number, and now
my laptop,
third one.
My laptop, my monitor, my webcam, my mic, it's all under Black Man Travel LLC.
Yeah, everything I brought for this is definitely under Ronin Travelers.
Yeah, there you go. And that's the thing. It's like, and you said something earlier about travel is an expense. It's an expense. That's what, like, when I hear people tell, guys, like, if you make $45,000 a year, I mean, you could travel 3 times a month. How the fuck are you gonna travel 3,000 a month for $45,000 a year? I'm like, bro, you better take the time to learn a new skill set so you can make that money so you can travel more often. However, you need to understand when to scale back on your traveling.
Right.
Like, hey, maybe I need to just focus on paying off my debt. Because just like the last that guy that got stuck in Sosua, crying, begging for $100.
Bro, you gotta have backup credit cards. What the fuck?
I have.
If one fails, you got 2 other backing that one up, and I wouldn't even see the other 2 unless I really needed to dip into it.
I have 5 business credit cards under Black Man Travels. Like, literally, the card says Black Man Travels. So
that's where you get all your points from too.
Yeah.
Traveling and benefits. I mean, come on. You got to use your cards in order to get those benefits.
You know what?
Rewards benefits.
We're not talking about these things.
And we actually need to have a financial podcast one day and go through all the lines of what
I'm gonna have that
doing. We're right around tax season anyway. It'd be a perfect time to do it.
You know what? If you're available next Friday, let's do it.
Okay.
All right. I'll create I'll create the thumbnail.
Life insurance, trust, all that stuff needs to be considered when you're traveling.
We actually did a podcast on credit repair.
Yeah, I seen that.
That had so many views and so many people on it. I'm like, wow. So I guess, more financial conversation, man, because we need to talk about that.
It's a big ticket item for YouTube. Anything in finance, you actually get more money per view if you're monetized than you would on some of the other type of content that you.
Yeah, because
that's why part of my YouTube channel is going to be on finance.
Yeah, because there are
401ks and how much they should be investing in their 401k versus doing something else. Don't be a sheep when it even comes to that, because a lot of people are double and triple paying into their 401ks and wasting their money because they're still gambling it, and they don't understand that because they just follow everybody else. Oh, I'm making extra money now. I got promoted. I'm gonna throw more in there. But if they're only matching 6, then only put 6 in.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you heard about some of the issues that's been going on with some of the pensions across the country.
Well, see, that's the whole thing. They started off with the 3-legged stool, and people don't understand the history. Pensions were part of the 3-legged stool for retirement. Social Security, pension, and there was one other leg. Well, they took away the pensions because people were living longer, and that pension goes until you freaking die.
Yeah.
So a lot of these corporations, instead of using the pension, they flipped over to the 401k. Now, the 401k started off as an executive privilege for the executives that got bonuses. It was invented by Ted Brenner, but it was never meant to be a full-blown retirement package, because you're still risking that money with the mutual funds that you're investing in, and those mutual funds are based on a whole bunch of other little companies. So that's why in 2008, when the stock market crashed because of the wrong investments they were doing on properties, a lot of people had to go back to work because they lost hundreds of thousands of dollars in their 401ks, which were not safe. You get what I'm saying? It's a whole.
I came across a few articles where there are educators.
Yeah.
I don't want to name the states where their pensions were gone.
Because the pensions were being invested.
Wow.
In stock. And so when that thing tipped over, instead of the guarantee, you
firefighters,
have no reserves.
Police officers.
Yes.
Like firefighters, police officers, state workers, man, their pensions are gone.
Because they were leveraging it against the stock. They figured everybody wasn't going to need the money all at once. We might as well gamble some of this and try to grow the pot. And when the pot broke because of the different things that were going on investing and banking, everybody got hurt. But then they're trying to say 401ks are safe, and they're really not.
They're not.
You're still leveraging your retirement money. The thing you need most that you're relying on, beside for Social Security, when you retire, you're gambling with it the whole time. And the thing with Uncle Sam is you're deferring the taxes on that. What's guaranteed in life? Death and taxes are going to increase. So while you're deferring that money instead of taking the tax hit now, you're going to pay more when you go to touch that money when you're being forced to touch that money by age 70.
One thing I made sure is that I invested on a few insurance policies. I have more than one.
Insurance is the best thing you can invest in, and most people, the Rockefellers, when they have hard times, they draw off against their insurance, because the trick of that is, and it's a tax benefit, is when you pull money out of a life insurance policy, it is not taxable. It is tax-free money. You're taking a loan against the money that you already earned or will earn in that life insurance policy, and you really never have to pay it back, because when you die, it'll just be recompensated based on what you took out in loans versus your full death benefit.
Yep.
That's how they use and utilize those things. There's a policy called the IUL, Index Universal Life. You actually can play the S&P 500, but you have zero risk, because at the end of the day, your money's not being exposed to the market. It's just using that as a point-to-point area of increase. So say you brought in at 5 with your IUL, and that year it went up to 15. You have a 10-point increase on your money that year. But if the market takes a dump the very next year and falls below 5, you take zero hit.
Mm-hmm.
You get all the interest, but you have no risk.
Well,
way better than 401k.
One thing I learned a long time ago, someone put me on. They put me on game with the insurance. So yeah, I have a few policies.
Yeah,
so it's just like, okay, so I'm gonna get me another policy.
Matter of fact, I've converted a lot of people's 401ks into IULs and different insurance policies because it's safer.
Yeah,
and you're getting more points. You're not getting that much interest gain on a 401k unless you put it at high risk. Why are you putting the money you need in retirement at high risk? Who told you that was good money or good business sense?
That's why I'm getting my 4th policy pretty soon. It was just like, hey, you know what? Let me get another policy. But
I have a life insurance policy for my house when I buy it. I have a life insurance policy for my life. And all of that gets rolled into a trust, right along with the home ownership, everything, because then you have probate court. You have different arguments over probate court. Your trust is almost like a will. You can dictate with the executor how you want that money to be spent on the property and how it gets issued out to your children. The thing I've noticed with dealing with different people's deaths, it is vicious when people die. Family members will go for blood thinking they're supposed to get the majority of the money that's being left over in the estate. Then between the estate lawyers, probate lawyers, and the courts, they divvy up a lot of that money right off the top because everybody wants to fight over their percentages. It's vicious. So if you put everything into a trust, your deed, everything, and you can set the guidelines on how that trust functions with the executor, the legal system can't get involved. The court system can't get involved because it's already been dictated within the trust, and the trust owns everything.
Well, let's do this. Let's save this conversation for next week. If you are available next Friday, let's definitely do it. I'll feature you as a special guest, and we can talk about this because I think a lot of Black men need to hear about this.
They absolutely do.
Just recently, one of the a guy died in Sassoon from a heart attack.
I heard about that.
And his daughter had to do a GoFundMe to bring his body. And I tell guys all the time, you just never know when it's your time. Even if you're traveling,
GoFundMe, car washes, it's all like, that's the one problem we have in our community is making sure we're providing a legacy for our children and not waiting until the last minute. Oh, we always have tomorrow. We procrastinate with certain things that are way more important than some of the other things we deal with in our lives.
And one thing that I tell guys to do, guys, it only costs $35 just for the minimum policy. Get that travel insurance, death policy, insurance policy, medical policy to cover any medical issues or wrongful death, whatever, while overseas.
More when you're on vacation than you ever do. Get the AD&D.
Yeah.
You know, most people get injured by statistics. Most people get injured on vacation and doing things they would never do in regular life. And that's known throughout the insurance industry, period. They have people that understand based on your life, what you do for a living, how you live your life, your nationality. They could tell you almost to the day when you're going to freaking die. They have books and people that do this for a living. Because basically, when you buy a life insurance policy, you're gambling that you're going to get to use it. The insurance company is gambling that you never will actually get to claim that policy, and it will either lapse or you'll pay through it and you have to renew at an older age and pay an increase on your premium because now you're older, you're sicker, and they're going to reevaluate you at a heavier rate. It's the game they play. Exactly. And exactly why I started shaving and losing weight too. I'm down 50 pounds.
Yeah, see that your face, man. I'm like, okay.
I saw that one picture. I don't know if you've seen it yet on my YouTube channel. Me and my girl were sitting in the pool above the dolphin tank, and I saw my belly. I said, "Oh fuck, I can't do this shit no more. This has got to go. If I'm gonna be in front of the camera, oh hell no."
For me, like, okay, you know, I was in Dominican Republic for a month. I was out there for 1 month, guys. I was waking up drinking rum and Coke.
Yeah, you filmed it. You gave us the evidence.
Man, I gained, I think in 3 weeks, I gained like 15 pounds. And I noticed that, like, man, I kind of let myself go. And I was like, you know what? I need to change. Especially now that I'm going to be in front of the camera, I got to look the part. So it's just like, now it's about, okay, what can I do to change things around, change my diet, be more active. So I'm doing that, you know, lay off the wine. I love drinking wine. I'm laying off the wine for a little bit, at least have a couple of glasses on the weekends, but no glass during the week. And definitely, I noticed a big change, man. Even your face, yeah, I noticed your face is a lot slimmer.
Yeah, there was coats that didn't fit me that fit me really well. My winter
and the beard is gone too, man. That's why I was like looking at your face. I'm like, there's something different about you.
Even people in my community is like, damn, what are you doing? I said, I'm on a fucking strict ass diet because I even cut my calorie intake. I burned 2,500 calories a day. Wow. I was down as low as 1,100 calories per day, just on a calorie deficit.
Yeah, that's what you need to do.
Right. Just to kickstart my body into fat burning mode without starvation mode. You know, so there's a formula for that. And I figured out what the formula is through this program. So that helped me kickstart it. But now I'm going back up to about 1,800.
And you look, and plus you look a lot younger now, man.
Well, taking the beard off, I'm always had a baby face. So the beard gave me age. Once I shave this beard off, which I'm going to wind up take everything off but my mustache. Yeah. I got to get rid of this little gobble right here real quick. But once that's gone, then goatee goes away. It's just going to be a mustache.
Okay.
No, but I'll never shave my mustache off because I'll look too young.
Well, maybe that's a good thing, right?
No, always. I don't mind being a babyface assassin when I was younger. But now, I don't need to look like that because I look like an innocent ass child, but I was a black belt in Taekwondo and I boxed. Yeah. So people would think or underestimate me. And the minute they challenged me, they got their ass whipped and everybody's looking like, God damn, we didn't know he could do all that. I'm not going to tell you, you're going to experience it.
The thing is we want everyone to walk away from all of this is this traveling life. You got to be healthy. You got to be financially stable.
Torn MCL. I'm waiting on the surgery right now because of all the walking I did on the ship.
Wow.
My second excursion I gave to my girlfriend because it was her birthday trip. We were on ship together. So when I knew I couldn't get on an ATV and go through the cenote and everything, I put her on. Matter of fact, I'm getting ready to do that episode with them on that excursion together because I couldn't make it.
Now, was it because of the weight that caused that?
It was the overexertion. I wasn't used to walking that much. Not like that, man. Like I said, look at my tummy, man, in that video. It was crazy. You know, plus I had bad knees already. But it got to a point when you first get on a ship, there's 3,000 people on that ship. The elevators are packed. You don't want to wait for an elevator. So you start taking the stairs. Yeah. So the overexertion on my knees, and I already had bad knees, it just put it to a limit. I didn't have a knee brace with me. So some of the stuff I talk about is also dealing with older people and traveling and preventative things they can do and things to look out for when they're traveling and think they're still young and their body tells them something different. Those are the kind of things I get into as well. You know what I mean?
Well, my platform is based around digital nomad and health. Mm-hmm. So definitely my goal is starting next week, I'm going to start doing more short videos on health segments. I'm going to invite a black male doctor to talk about, prevention health and just really talk about that because a lot of us are dying overseas. A lot of us getting heart attacks. A lot of us are experiencing illnesses while overseas.
The whole thing is overseas, we have such a better diet because there's no food additives. There's no chemicals in the food.
But the thing is,
but if you're eating the same crap while you're overseas instead of
eating Alex, keep in mind all the pre-existing issues that you didn't fix over 20 years. Right. It all catches up with you while you're overseas.
Sure does.
All that smoking, all that drinking, and all that blue pills.
In excess as well because it's easier for you to do it.
Yeah. all the blue pills you getting. I mean,
I would never touch a blue pill in my life.
I've seen guys sell blue pills.
That's a rate increase on your life insurance policy.
There are guys in Dominican Republic, man, because they're often they sell it in the streets. I'm like, there's no way in hell. But you know what? I see guys that will literally go and buy it, and I'm like, you don't even know what it is. And you're drinking beer, you're drinking rum, you're eating chicken wings, all this stuff, all that shit adds up. So definitely, we're gonna have more health segments on this channel. And again, whoever wants it, take it. But again, we've been seeing a lot of brothers dropping off a lot lately overseas.
Yeah, and I've seen some of them. They're starting to walk more. They're videotaping their walk arounds while they're live streaming and stuff like that. I see some of them that are being a lot more conscious about doing, some exercising. But overall, yeah, it's bad for a lot of the expats that don't have YouTube channels, aren't pushing themselves to exercise. You don't really see it. But guess what? A lot of those YouTubers we see and the content providers, you'll see the white guys in the gym.
Yeah.
It's us.
Yeah, we don't go
to the gym. That won't get in the gym, won't exercise. Just think we got it like that. And we don't. We have the highest risk for high blood pressure and other things based on our diet alone.
That's why I accepted my age, turning 45. I want to live a long life and have a healthy sex life. In order for me to do that, I got to change some things. And I'm not ashamed to say it. So it's just like, you know what? Hey, in order for me to enjoy this travel life, I got to be in optimal health in order to do that. But yeah, man, that was the whole premise of the show, to share with you guys my tech. Again, I have a lot more, but I think that this is the basic, man. I think this is all you need to know. And if you think about buying it, do your research, guys. Do your research, look at reviews, and find out what's worked best for you, and you go from there.
The thing I was told and I learned, I had to tell myself, because I've always been a behind the scenes guy, never want to be in front of the camera. Didn't want to do any of that. And I thought, well, I need this camera, I need this equipment. Just start filming.
Yeah.
Okay. And depending on what you're filming, hold the camera the right direction. I got caught up being a new guy. I filmed a lot of that stuff in portrait instead of landscape. And now I'm trying to put it on a YouTube channel for content, and all this open space sitting there.
Well, depends on the platform now. If you're more TikTok.
I was just using the phone. Now, if I'm doing a TikTok, then yeah, that's convenient. Yeah. But if you're doing a YouTube channel where you need most of your stuff in 4K and landscape, turn the camera to the side every once in a while, depending on what you're doing.
Yeah, I agree.
You get caught up in the moment, especially if you're just filming on a camera. But there's
don't
a lot
drink.
of iPhones out there that have high megapixels. You can film with the iPhone and still get good quality content to just start filming. If you're looking to do content creation, start filming. Start doing stuff with the camera. Start filming a day in the life of what you do. Start doing something with the camera. Until you turn that camera on, you're really not a content provider.
Yep.
Or creator. Yeah.
Just definitely turn it on. I mean, and don't overthink it, man. You're gonna mess up. It is what it is. You're gonna mess up. You're gonna say the wrong things, but you get better with time, man. The more I do this, the more comfortable I am. Again, I'm kind of like you, Alex, where I like to be in the back end. I like to be in the back, back strategizing.
You know how we salespeople are. We're the puppet masters. We're in the back pulling strings. We don't want to be in the front.
Yeah, I don't want to be in the front.
I mean, when it comes to addressing the public, we don't have a problem with that. It's just a matter of,
Yeah, so but guys, this is a good start for you. I hope you guys, if you missed the beginning of it, actually I highlighted all of the equipment that I use. But also
go back and watch the rerun and subscribe and click on the notification bell for Black Man Travels, because he puts out a lot of good content. That's my
I need to start saying that more often.
PSA for you.
I need to start saying that more often, man.
I have to do it too for mine. So I'm starting to learn. Put that in there every once in a while.
Yeah.
I got to click on the like button. Oh yeah, I got to go subscribe.
Yeah.
So those are the things I'm learning as I'm doing my research on developing my channel. It's still brand new,
How many subscribers do you have?
Huh? I'm over 100 now. I think I'm at 132, 135, something like that. I have about 110 videos up right now between shorts, and I have about 5 long form content videos. I've had some content with my shorts. I've had 10,000 hits on one.
Wow.
But I average about maybe 1K. If I hit the YouTube algorithm, for me, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. So I've done my research on when to launch programs, how to set up, pre-published stuff so it hits the algorithm at the right time to launch even a short. I won't just put a short up. I'll time it to where it launches right at 6 o'clock instead of just making it public right away. So that I can draw the YouTube algorithm to push it towards me under travel.
I don't do none of that stuff right now.
You gotta pay attention, bro. Believe me, it's gonna bring up your viewership. It's gonna bring up your likes. It's gonna bring up your subscriptions. I don't know shit, and I got 135 people. I'm 55. Who wants to see an old man? But the other thing I noticed was on the algorithm, not on my stats for YouTube Studio, I'm thinking I'm getting 50 and plus, maybe 40s. Dude, I'm getting people from 20 all the way up to 65. Majority are in 20 to 40 range.
Wow.
Where I'm thinking I'm talking to 40 and older. My crowd of people that are following me and looking at my YouTube videos are 20 and up, which is insane to me. I'm thinking I'm talking to one crowd of people, and that's a whole nother crowd of people I'm talking to.
I need to start paying attention to that because I'm not doing that.
That's why I had to pay attention to the type of music I'm playing. And because when I put my videos together, I actually do sound effects, I do music, and I do voiceovers for what I'm doing on the film. I don't actually record my voice at the same time as filming. So I do voiceovers after the fact.
Quick question.
All that.
Quick question. Is that even better to do the voiceover after you record?
I would, because then you have more time to write your script out and actually get into the detail of what you're doing. And you can always flip out the video itself to match what you need to say and have some extra play time before you roll it into the next thing. Mm-hmm. So for me, it was just easier to do the voiceover. Now, obviously, if I'm doing an interview, which I will be doing just like you, but I'll be interviewing expats while I'm traveling. With that, I'm going to do live video, live audio, obviously. But when it comes to just like if you're going and doing a tour around a site or your excursion, then I would just do the voiceover because it comes through a lot cleaner than trying to do it with all the background noise. You can keep the background noise on the clip while you're voicing it over, and it sounds a lot cleaner when it comes to them understanding you, but they get to feel the environment of you actually being in the location with the sound effects like the elephant, the water splashing, all those things you can add in to accentuate, or you can use the live video for that. So those are some of the things. And like I said, man, I learn a lot off of YouTube, and that's all I've been doing is doing my due diligence. You do it in travel, you do it in everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'll definitely do more of that because I do have a lot of video clips that I still need to edit and still put together. Maybe I could do voiceovers.
Yeah, it comes out a lot cleaner, believe me. And I got a link I can send you. It gives you studio quality voiceovers, and it's free. It's through Adobe. You send them, you upload the clip to them, and they send it back to you clean. No background noise, no static, no wind, no nothing. It comes out studio quality, ready to just lay over top of your track, and it's free. It's just a website you dump the sound in for right now, or your voiceover, and it cleans it up to where it sounds like you were in a studio.
Yeah, send that over to me, man. I want to definitely take it out. But hey, it's 12 o'clock, man. I got to work out in the morning.
I'm sorry, I'll get long-winded and tie you up.
No, that's all good. It's all good. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna definitely schedule the next Friday topic, so we could talk about.
I think it would be a good topic for a lot of us in the community as far as financial planning, life insurance, trust, understanding what, our first priority as men, we're trying to leave a legacy. Yeah, we're trying to have fun. At the end of the day, we're still trying to leave a legacy for our kids, and we have to prepare for that.
Yeah.
And you can't keep on putting it off until tomorrow. You need to do it today.
I took care of that because, my youngest son is autistic.
Right.
So that
changed.
Sure
he's provided for. And
that's one of the main reasons why I did it. It was like, what, if anything happened to me, he's gonna be financially good.
Right. Well, most people like, well, my legacy is in the house.
Oh.
Not when you got 4 kids fighting over to try to sell that house so they can get the money out of it. They don't care that you put the effort into it. This is something I tell a lot of people. Within 2 weeks of your death, people forget about you.
Let's save
so
this.
All the stuff that you work
Alex,
with.
Let's save it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is
like,
I know, but let's save it for let's save it for next Friday.
And I start rolling out with it. So
what I'll do is I'm gonna have you as my. You know what? Let's have it sooner than that. I mean, how soon can you do it next week?
I don't care, man. I'm semi-retired. I can do whatever the hell I want when I want. I've been working from home like you've been a nomad for almost 5-10 years. Before the pandemic,
yeah,
I'd already gotten all my clients, 1,500 clients. I had them all on fucking Zoom meetings and closed the deals.
Let's do Tuesday night.
That's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
This weekend, Tuesday, it don't matter. You know.
No. Because I think a topic like this, because Saturday night, I think people going out or whatever, they're not paying attention.
Most people aren't going to pay attention to it. You're right.
Yeah.
Weekday would be a lot better.
I think the Tuesday would be perfect to have it. So
especially if it's Tuesday evening. I don't think I have anything as far as appointments or anything on my calendar.
So are you West Coast, East Coast? What time zone are you in?
I'm Central Standard Time. I'm in Kansas City, Missouri, man. I'm on your scale. You're Atlanta, right?
Yeah, I'm Atlanta. I'm Eastern.
Oh, you're Eastern in Atlanta.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
cool.
You're just an hour ahead of me. So it's no big deal.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. So let's shoot for Tuesday. I'll put together the thumbnail, and we'll go from there. And we'll talk offline, so we could put something put together a plan.
Yeah.
All right, man. So I'm gonna have you close.
Whatever your subject matter is, and whatever you want to talk about, just let me know, and I'll prepare something for it and answer some questions and get ready to answer whatever questions they have after we do the presentation like normal. I mean, we're both salespeople. We know how to prep. You know what I'm saying?
So let's do that.
Talk about.
Let's do that. Any closing on the topic?
I mean, tech is really important, but the main thing as a content creator, beside for tech, is being bold enough to just go out and turn on the camera and live your life through a lens and let people experience what you're experiencing, because a lot of people are still trapped at home. A lot of people don't have even the effort to want to get up and leave the comfort of their own houses. So they're going to live through you and the content you provide. So, whatever quality you have is still better than nothing.
Yeah, I agree.
You can always get better, but just start. And as you start, then you're going to know and start pushing yourself to be better. Each clip or each video I put out long form, you'll notice that I'm trying to improve something every time.
Same here.
And that's just the challenge we put to ourselves as content creators. And so we want to tell a better story. We want to get you more immersed in the story that we're trying to tell you so that you feel like you're there with us. That's the point of being a content creator and trying to relay the information, knowledge, the experience of the travel to get you to want to get up and go travel.
I agree.
So if you want to be a content creator, beside for the equipment, be bold enough to just turn on your camera and start filming.
But if you are interested in buying equipment, look at the equipment that we talked about. Again, I mean, one thing is for a fact, if you want to enhance the overall experience of your travels visually, it's worth go ahead and purchase some of these items, or at least one of these items. Because again, it's going to just give you a better experience, man. Especially now everybody becoming social media experts and everything else. You want to tell a good story, man. And again, I will recommend one thing. Just get one thing. If you can afford more than one thing, go for it, man. But
start little by little, but start.
Yeah. And again, guys, everything I got, I didn't get everything all in one time. Everything was gradually. It just got one thing after one thing. Huh?
I can't say that. I bought a big chunk of that shit. I went down the list and I had a shopping list. And I just started pushing the button.
Wow.
And brought most of it all at once, man. I was like, fuck it. If I'm committing to it. So if I'm committing to it, I need to do the investment. Plus I knew that, I get to write that shit off. So before the end of the year, I just bought a whole bunch of the stuff I needed. Plus I knew I was going to take that trip in December. So why not? I can dump all that on my tax returns as cost effective or cost of doing business.
And again, guys, everything that I do, my travels, my equipment is under my business. So everything's a tax write-off. And now that I've recently started another business, it's going to be another list of credit cards that I'm going to have and stuff that I can actually even get business loans. That's the coolest thing about like with my Black Mentor. I could get business loan under this.
Business loans. Let's stop that. Let's go to business grants.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. I came across a grant, a content creator grant, but I can't tell because I'm a full-time dad. It was a loan for about $35,000 to become a
That's a good
full-time
way to
content
start out,
creator.
35K.
And it
And
was a
you can
grant, and it was just basically you just had to tell your story. And I'm
exactly.
like, yo, if I was single with no kids,
I
man, I
need
would
to
have.
look for that. I
Huh?
need to look for
No,
that.
but that was about a year
Oh,
ago,
the grant
man.
is already dead, yeah.
Yeah, man.
You have a
So,
time limit for certain grants, yeah.
man, and it's just like take that and travel the world, man, until I'll be like another Ace Live.
Yeah.
I'll be like,
You
all right,
know,
I'm out. It's
I
like,
really started thinking about this during the pandemic because I told you I was in insurance, financial planning, and retirement. But I
mm,
was thinking over the pandemic when it started slowing down, I said, what can I do when the pandemic over? I can make money, earn a residual income, and have fun all at the same time.
yeah,
And travel came up as one of the first things on my list. Being able to travel, tell a story, have fun, and make money. Because as I get better, I'm also doing affiliate marketing. I'm looking for sponsorships.
it's
And
funny.
because of my age range, I'm looking at possibly getting sponsors in the older realm because they're looking for people in a retirement age to come to these resorts. So if I'm doing reviews on resorts at my age, maybe I can draw the science type of people in that age group that they want to come.
Here's my blog, right?
Mhm.
My travel tech backpack essentials, right? I wrote this article today. I did it like 2 hours before before I went live.
Mhm.
Here are all my equipment with the links. Dude, if I had if I had my stuff set up, I probably
Affiliate
would have got
links, yeah,
yeah.
you get some commission off
Like
of that, yeah.
I would have made
Little
commission,
every
but
little bit helps as people are clicking, it's contributing to your page, it's contributing to your
yeah, and you know what? I didn't think
community.
about that until I went live. It's like, damn, I don't have one.
So I'm already getting set up with
Look,
Amazon, and then even the clothing, like the clothing my girlfriend wore,
uh,
I bought a lot of that. She bought a lot of it. I'm also trying to get affiliate links for the clothes that we wore. So if people see an outfit they want, they can click on the link and go ahead and buy it, and I get a commission for that.
guys,
My clothes.
here's the link to my tripod, portable hard drive, portable
Mhm.
charger bank, my universal power adapter, my protective backpack, my headphones. I was gonna do the lenses too. The cameras. I mean, guys, look, you could definitely do it, man.
You can hold yourself back, or you can start making money. Like I said, residual income, stuff that
Yeah.
starts making you money long after you produced it, because those links are always going to be hot. So even
Yeah.
though you might have produced that video 2 months ago, when somebody's interested in looking up and looking at that video, those links are still hot. You're still going to get some trickle down money and commission off of that one video.
Guys, this is some of the camera that I use to take these pictures. Like crystal clear, man. Look at this, man. It definitely enhanced the experience, man.
Mm-hmm.
Having the right camera.
And I know, and one of the things I knew when I started to look at doing my channel, do I want quality videos where people are staying longer and watching them, or do I want real quick shorts where they're jumping on, jumping off? And I said I want to do a mix of shorts and high quality content so I can keep the traffic going longer. I have about almost 1,000 hours and views already, just on the little bit of content I have. So my main thing is trying to grow my subscribership, because I know as I get better with the videos and the music and the sound effects and mixing all that stuff together, the quality of the video, the entertainment value is going to stay. Because as long as something's switching on the camera or on the video, the presentation, sound changing.
I'm sorry.
No, that's good, man.
I know. I was just showing some of my Brazil stuff, man. It's carnival right now.
Yeah, all that stuff you gotta put on short, because you already produced it. All you have to do is redo it, put it on short, and put it on TikTok. It's already in the right format.
Huh?
I said it's already in the right format. All you need to do is just throw that on TikTok and YouTube.
Oh, trust me, man. Again, I'm like here's another one.
Yeah. And then the other thing is, for you, because you're such a good photographer and scenery, You know, you can sell your video clips online.
Yeah, I know, but I want to get better. I'm not there yet, especially my drone footage.
It doesn't matter what you think. It matters what somebody's looking for as far as extra content, B-roll stuff, and everything else like that.
Yeah.
You still
Like
need
this
to put
one,
it out there. You never
like
know. You'll probably surprise yourself that some people like your content, especially in those areas. Think about all the guys that are in your same area looking to develop
this video right here. This video right here, I actually sold it to the property owner of this place.
I was about to say, that's for them to go to the property, the hotel, or wherever you stay. That's the kind of stuff I want to do, is reviews and stuff like that, where I'm doing flyovers for a hotel, doing a review for it, trying to encourage other people to come to the hotel.
Yeah, man.
You know,
dude, man. You know what? These toys, man.
There's so many different ways to make money online. There's so many different ways to make money online through affiliate marketing, doing reviews on hotels and different things like that. And as you get better at it, people are going to pay you for it because they see the quality work that you put into it. You just got to start.
Yeah. I mean, my boy Bacchus.
Yeah. He's good, but he's making his money. He's doing his photo shoots every time he goes into town. He got girls listed out so much that he said it's usually he's so busy.
My boy Marty.
Here.
Marty over here.
Yeah.
I mean, I learned from these guys, man. I just sat back and just watched them do their thing, man. I'm like, all right, cool. So it's just like,
it's your turn too.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I just got to do it, man.
People see you with the camera already, and they already see the professionalism that you carry yourself in, because we're salespeople. So it's all a matter of point and shoot at this point. Get an interested couple girls. Once you take a couple shots of them, they're going to tell their girlfriends. The next time you come into town, you're going to have a whole list of girls waiting to fucking take photos.
You know what? I don't care to take pictures of women like that.
It don't matter, bro.
But I'm just saying, like, for me, that never been my thing, man. I'm more the lifestyle. Like, I like to just be out and just capture stuff. Like, I know some, like Marty, he loves this stuff, man. Like, this Marty.
So if it's lifestyles, then it's the tourist attractions, it's the hotels, it's the food. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I understand, but it's just like whatever catches my eye. Because again, like, I know some guys are really into this. Like, they really into this type of thing. I'm not. Like, I like everyday life. Like, if I'm out, okay, cool. This is a cool ass picture, or even like more landscape. Like the Thailand just. Man, is a whole new different level of landscaping. So I'm like, wow,
beautiful scenery just by the land itself, sunsets, the different, so many islands, so much water, different clarities of water. I mean, there's so many different.
Okay, yeah. I see a comment. Okay, what is a decent budget to start with? It really depends, man. I mean, the good thing about these cameras and these items, there's always sales. There's always a sale. So whatever is your budget that you can afford, just take it, man. Don't go broke trying to do something that
one piece at a time, like he said earlier. Just buy one piece at a time until you get all the things you need. But as you get those pieces, start practicing, start getting the information.
My boy Bob is definitely doing his thing.
YouTube will teach you everything as far as with the camera, how to set it up, the different settings based on what type of picture you're taking. If you take the time to go through YouTube and you just type in the item you bought, you'll get so well educated on this shit.
There you go. Facebook user. I'm a culture landscape guy myself. Yeah, man. Like I don't care to take pictures of women, man. I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. And even if I do take pictures of women, I like to take them on their natural state, like
not chilling. Posing, but just
not posing. Like, she doesn't even know I'm taking a picture of her, but we're all in the same circle, and I'm just taking it like she's smiling and laughing. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, those
are all these so-called sexy posing duck lips pictures. I don't like that. It's just like, but I like to see dancing pictures, like people dancing, smiling, laughing. Yeah, that's what I like. Mm-hmm. But models, there's so many of those out there. It's just like, I want to like go out and see people smiling, parent hugging their child, emotion. I like seeing that. Right. But on the beach, on the bikini, wearing G-strings, that doesn't do anything for me. But anyways, right, man, brother, hey,
let me know when we're gonna do the financial thing and talk about us getting life insurance and other things in that purview.
This is a must-have conversation because this is a perfect tie-in to the gentleman who lost his life while in Dominican Republic. And again, I've known a few people who lost their life not prepared. They were not insured, where we had to like raise funds to bring their body back home. And it's just like, guys, we need to think smarter. We're not young. We're not 23 years old.
They're dirt cheap that you can spend up to $70,000 to just recover a body from overseas.
Yeah.
And they're less than $30 just to have a policy like that.
Yep. I'll definitely set that up, man. Thanks for jumping on the live, Alex. We'll definitely.
Said, I'm a tech head, but I'm also in the sales part too. So
that's all good, man. But we definitely gonna have this conversation on Tuesday, so we're gonna definitely have that conversation, man. So with that being said, hey, thanks for jumping on, man.
Peace.
All right. Yeah, guys. Again, this wasn't meant to be a 2-hour long stream. I thought it was gonna be just 35 minutes to an hour, but I have so much equipment, man, and depending on what the objective is of my travel, I may use the big body camera, or I may use a small little, a DJI Pocket, or I may not use nothing at all, depending how I feel. But guys, whatever your budget is, find something that you can afford, take the time to learn how to use it, and take some great pictures, capture the experience, capture, the memories, because that's what you're gonna remember, man. And it's just like, when you look back at some of these pictures, you can remember the time and place when you took that and how you felt. And that's something you want to continue to carry on, guys. So again, I'm a techie. I love buying tech stuff. My younger son, he's a techie as well. So we're constantly looking at new things coming out into the market. But also, if you cannot afford it, do not go and put it on a credit card and go broke. Just found what works best for you. But again, always look for deals. There's always deals out there. So with that being said, thank you guys. Check out the website, blackmentravels.com. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram. And again, read the blog. The blog has the link to all the products that I actually showed. And again, they are affordable, but don't try to force yourself to buy anything if you're not ready for it. So with that being said, guys, have a great night, man, and have an amazing weekend. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. I need to say that more often. And thank you, man. Again, I'm truly grateful to have you guys to listen to my content. Again, either be 1 or it be 100. I'm blessed. So more content coming soon. We're definitely going to focus a lot more around health. We're going to focus a lot around business. With me now that I'm starting my own agency, and we're going to be talking about traveling, like real traveling, not about this whole soapbox complaining. I'm just tired of hearing the complaint about why men are traveling. Like, just try to live your life, man. Live your best life, man. Don't worry about nothing else. Have your bills fully paid. Make sure your kids are taken care of, and go live your best life, man. You constantly making videos talking about the same stuff every single day. It's tiring. Just live your life, man. That's all I got to say. With that being said, man, good night. Have a great weekend, and talk to you guys next week. Good night.